3, 2, 1. Hey Busters, welcome back to another capsule toy video. So today we'll be taking a look at the brand new Kuwagata 03 series. Specifically, the old Kuwagata. Lineup. In the lineup, it's number 1. 01 in the lineup. So in all of these, you get the little mini booklet, which I cannot open for some reason. Funny enough, it's no longer the Kuwagata Shimbun, the newspaper. Now they just decided this. No more information about it. Yeah, Kuwagata 03. So here is just a breakdown. So in the lineup, you have... Will it focus? Is my camera smart enough? So you have the 01 O Kuwagata, which is what we're going to open today. The rosenbergi ogon oni Kuwagata, gold. The black version of the two. For the nokogiri Kuwagata, black. This is not a remold, it's the same species, pretty much same identical beetle from 01, but 01 was huge, and this time they shrunk it down, so a more uniform. People have said this one is a better quality, so once I make that video, be sure to check it out, and you can see that for yourself. And, whoops, and the rare one, number 5, which is the Tokara Nokogiri Kuwagata, which is, from what I've seen, exactly the same as the Nokogiri, just a different color. It should be orange, but yeah, so that's about it. And, you know, it teaches you how. For those wondering, the front is 1, 2, 3, 3 at the back, 2 in the middle, 1 at the front. If you look on the little spools, I'll show you how you put the legs together. So that's just that. And in the capsule, you want this one. Here is the display base. You just pop off the top, flip it over, and oopsies. There is a small ridge here for it. It's just, there you go, like that. You have your display base. Display stand is this clear stand here. Just pop it off like so, like that. And this here is a piece of plastic designed purely for a round shape in the capsule machines. Beyond it's used to house the little stand, it is a recyclable piece, so you can throw that away and recycle it. So the stand, as always, is a clear piece. It is held together here by hexagonal joints, so please don't try to rotate it. Instead, just kind of like wiggle it way up. I can't tell. I think this one should wiggle upwards. I could be wrong. So just wiggle it up. Let's see if we can show off the hexagonal. So there you go, hexagonal. You do want them facing upwards as best you can. So more so less so falling in, but more falling back upwards for one part of them, or for one, and the other one have it upwards as best you can. So kind of like that, like so. And you just peg it in here, like so, and the beetle will face inward, well, fly later. So unlike the 02 and 3, if you watch those, these guys are a little bit different in that their wings, you get 2 sets of wings like so. So let's just get these guys out. So it will tell you did it tell you tome left, right? Unfortunately, this one didn't quite tell you which one, but generally these one will say left or right. The small ones do not. So, and just be careful. The pink baggie here has, be careful, a little stand piece here that you peg here when you want to display in flight mode. And you just cut these out. Lots of little plastic baggies. So, and the old Kuwagata. Ooh, it's already heavy. So, all right. So this is definitely good sign. Oh, a good sign. Oh, well, that's a first. So definitely falling out of there. So, there you go. But yeah, I was what I meant was I recently just did a review of the Rosenberg ones, and those guys were quite tiny. So I was slightly worried about the size. But however, these guys, this one is definitely looks like to be a bit bigger. So I mean, let's just quickly grab one. Size comparison later, but yeah, definitely a big find. So definitely happy about this, especially, but this could be because it's the old Kuwagata. So there's that. So let's just put it together. So push this. Oops. So here you can already see mine's kind of like this. I think this one should be locked in here. I could be wrong, so I'm just going to try to push it in as best I can and push from the head here. So it is just one solid piece, so getting it to line up nicely. A line seems a bit hard, but let's try that again. There we go, make it straight. I like to just twist as I push in. Nope. Alright, Busters, I'm just going to do it off screen because there's a camera in between me. Alright, Busters, there we go. Got it in. Not too hard. So there you go. Bit loose, but... And let's go with the antennas. So as always, the antennas are left or right. Doesn't matter. Nice little plastic. So I just twist these out. Twisty, twisty, twisty. 1 and 2. You know, any little nub marks, I just small, so I just use my fingernail. Although, if you have scissors on hand, definitely, you know, take the time, just trim it. So this time, these go, is it here? There's always a, so this time the ball joints are here, right here and here. So I'm going to move these pincers away, out of the way. And you just gently push it in, like so. Like that. I say gently, but you know, it is very thin plastic, so don't put too much pressure on it. You know, when you do, definitely push it down, so you're putting the pressure straight into here, not on the side, to prevent it from bending. So just be a bit wary of that. Or, you know, if you're worried, just put your fingernail, it's kind of hard to see, just like right at the ball, and just push it from the ball joint here, like this, and then you just push it down. You can even use the wings, really, like if you just use the wings and push it down like so. Just angle it there, use that to push it down in, back and front, like so. You know, if you got, because I got small hands, small fingers, so for those who have bigger size hands, that's a method. Moving on to the legs, so we want 1 here. So you can see it says right leg, left leg, and this says a number and letter. So this just says C, I think. Is it C? C1, right? C1. So there you go. For those wondering, C doesn't denominate ABC. C just represents which beetle species this leg goes with. So this, surprisingly, this o오クワガタone, the legs are actually just ranked, are written as C. So this one goes in here, as far as because this is 1. So this goes in here, and this should be left, right? Yep, left. Twist this little bit off here, give it a quick snip snip. It is 1, so this goes in here like so, and this one is C2, so this goes in the middle. I don't want to mess up again like the other one, so I'll properly do it. So let's do the left leg first. Left leg, left leg, left leg first. Trim this. Left leg, so left is this way. Interesting. So the oóクワガタ, he's got little tiny legs compared to, I think, the Rosenberg. Honestly, I could be calling it completely wrong. It's not Rosenberg, but yeah, the Rosenberg legs were like sticking out, nice long legs. This oóクワガタ's got nice little small legs. Interesting. Oops, the antenna fell off. So let me just put that back in. There you go. Let's just use the wings to do it. Really make sure they're in there. There you go. And the other one, twist it off. Oh, this one came out cleanly, so as always, I like to push it in while twisting it to give it a wiggle motion, you know. And finally, the last one, this one should be pretty easy, C3. And the legs always aim downwards for these, so nothing to get wrong there. It's always been, you know what, let's just trim this straight off. It's always been the middle parts that kind of messed me up. So this one just goes down here, quite low on the body, or not the body, thorax? I don't know what these things are called. But yeah, definitely real nice. This one is a bit harder to push in, so let's just do this one first. Honestly, it shouldn't make no difference, but I feel like getting this in gives me a nice confidence boost. Get it in like so. But yeah, definitely sharp. Be careful. As always with these guys, they put a lot of molding detail, and beetles just have really sharp things here. So, you know, just be careful of that. Nothing sharp enough to, you know, some of these, if you push real hard, might be enough to pierce the skin. Nothing to cause major damage, but definitely don't recommend it with small kids around. And for the wings itself, don't worry if you mix them all up. It's very easy. They always, for these type, have written here left and left. So here, if I can get it focused, it says L here. And this one is going to say it's somewhere here. So this is left here. So, you know, left, left, right, right. So you slide these in. Like, oh, so this one slides in here. Interesting. It's a slightly different design, the way they did it. Left and left. Interesting. Definitely, this is a newly molded wing design for sure. They didn't have it this way. I mean, the previous beetles, they always had it like this and this, but they never had it slotted like that before, if I recall. I could be wrong. The wings do seem a little bit different. I'm not quite sure if it's the same, but I guess, yeah, might be newly molded wings. I'm not sure. It definitely looks a bit different, so we'll have to see. I'll definitely let you guys know in a bit. You know what? Let's just quickly check. Are these brand new wings? Hold on, Busters. Alright, Busters, so I just grabbed a random wing. So there. Oh, okay. So it might be the same. This one seems bigger a little bit. No. Nope. Nope. Identical. So definitely, I just haven't done these in a while. But yeah, so there we go. Got the wings. So let's just get it on with the molding. So the mold here is a nice flat matte finish. Whoopsie, sorry, little big guy. He is a nice matte finish, as you can see. Articulation wise, you know, he doesn't have much. He just goes up and down like so, you know. These are on ball joints, but they don't do much. You can get them a little bit this way, that way. There's not much articulation, leg posing wise. Beetles, he can kind of go left and right. I'm not sure if real beetles can even do that. But yeah, coloring is like that. So he's got like this kind of like pine cone like little nibbler things there, mandibles or whatever they're called. So nice molded detail. He's got some whatever there, so real nice molded detail. And of course in here the carapace or whatever it's called, let's see, the bum so nice molded gradient gloss finish. Always glossy. I think the real beetles are maybe glossy because it's always hidden, so it's maybe like wet and soft like that. Nice gradient detail, really nice. For molded detail, you know, the legs have the spikes here, little claws, like, of course the horns are nice. Like, definitely this series, if there's one thing you can be sure to count on, is their attention to mold and detail. Like, just here, it's just not flat. It's kind of like, you can see it, it's just rounded off. So like, their attention to detail should be highly praised for that. Yeah, that's pretty much it, Busters. So to get them in flight mode, as always with the beetles, they generally say push the head down, so you have more leeway for the wings to go up off to the side, like so. And then here you can see the ball joint, that is where the wings go. Generally they say move it down. And then they say angle it sideways like that. And then you just push it in like so. So yeah, it's at least I love these guys. Like the fact is that they even give us like wings is just crazy. So apparently the old Kuwagata definitely has the big wings. So down here is a peg hole, which you peg this in like so. And there you have it in flight mode. So this here is the this one is the old Kuwagata. As you can see, in flight mode, have it go around. It's really nice and big. You know, compared to the other ones, it is a bit not much bigger, but really looks nice in flight mode. The wings are surprisingly big. I mean, this is used for, I think, the first generation, the Kuwagata 01, which were much bigger. Same wing, so it is surprisingly big. I'm not sure if that's normal. I don't really know much about bugs, but definitely really cool. And of course, you can just remove the wings with this display base. And if you wanted, oops, removed everything but the base. So if you did want to display this, say, with as is, just upright, you could do that, like so. You know, if you just want to have it like a line of different beetles, it does look really nice like that. So, and of course, although these pegs are hexagonal, and so is this, the peg itself is not. So if you want to rotate it sideways like this, is also a choice. So yeah, that's how it looks like. There we go. So there we go. And finally, let's get on with the size comparison. So as always, size comparison, here he is next to a generic, what is it? Playing card, Magic the Gathering, Pokemon, poker card, maybe even Uno size. So it is, I think if I recall, 6 by 6 by 8.8 centimeters. So here he is next to the card. He from the body up to the head, he's about as tall as the card, and then the pincers here do stick out a bit more. So he's like that much. Width-wise, he's like that width-wise. Thickness-wise, he's about 33%, same as always. Definitely not as thick as the rhino beetles, but yeah. Here's that, and of course, here he is with some size comparisons within the same series itself. Here he is with the Rosenberg Gold and the Rosenberg Black. So definitely a bigger boy in general. So I am happy about that. And if we compare him with something of maybe a more similar scale, the Kuwagata 02 series, here he is with the other ones. I already forgot what all of these are called, so I'm not going to try. But definitely, compared more so than the Rosenberg, this old Kuwagata definitely fits in much better with these guys from the 02 sets. Definitely a nice same scaling. Like body-wise, they're about the same, but this one's flat. For a stag beetle, these guys have like the huge horns. He has the more traditional one, but he stands up a bit taller, so definitely really nice. And comparing him with the first generation, where I think they tried a bit too hard. Oh, and it is the Kuwagatas. Oops, sorry. Kuwagatas from the first series. So as you can see, definitely much smaller in size. But also, as you can see, the first generation is way limpier because they're just so big. Although the body's only not that big, but these things are much heavier. So there's that. And the Kuwagata, which is from the 03 set, they also have. So can't wait to show that off. The size comparison, it looks like that. Actually, I just realized I didn't really show off the size. So here he is, like so, with this one. Just have them down here somewhere, just reaching. Here he is next to this one. So definitely looks smaller, but he is definitely wider, this guy. But where he is wider, these guys are much bigger. And oh no, I just realized, I don't know if that's a scratch or just show a bit. That is quite a little bit of a bummer, but oh well. And the last one here is this one. So this guy's a bit thinner. So, and for those who do collect these, maybe you collect the other ones. I only have one on hand just to show. Here he is next to the rhino beetles from the Rhino Beetle 2. This was the 5-horned one. So bit more size-wise, they're about the same, but definitely this guy rhino are much thicker and heftier. But yeah. And that's basically it, Busters, for today's one. So this is from the Kuwagata 03, number 1, the O Kuwagata. Definitely a nice boy. He is a bit flatter, but you know, definitely bigger than the Rosenberg one. So, but yeah, overall impressions, it's really nice. Really happy with this guy. It is a traditional, most popular, one of the more popular designs. So he is definitely a popular guy to get. In this set, I would say definitely worth getting. You know, pros, you know, as always, great attention to detail, decent size. I do like the size a lot better than the huge one from the first set. But yeah, definitely pros. Everything's great about it. Con wise, it is. No, I don't have anything. It's really nice, honestly. Yeah, it's just really nice. There's nothing bad I can say about this. The only thing, maybe it's a bit small, but I do like the size. So if this is a personal preference thing. If it's a bit too small, you know, I do kind of wish maybe the pincers moved a bit more about that. But yeah, definitely everything's superb about it. Nothing bad to say about it. So I highly recommend it. So would I recommend it? Definitely for beetles. People like me who collect the beetles or want something, definitely highly recommend it. Within this set, so far I've only really built this one and the Rosenberg gold ones, the gold and black one. I would definitely say this guy, if you can only get one, this is definitely better. The Rosenberg one, the black. If you say you want to compare it to, say, the gold one, at that point, it really depends. If you can only get one and you don't have other beetles, then I would say this one is a bit better. It's more traditional. This one is more for a collection if you have lots. You know, it just stands out a bit much. So I do think this one is a better one. It's just heavier and bigger. A great starting point more compared to this one. A definitely nice traditional one. A nice solid 7 or 8 out of 10. Definitely recommend it. It's $5 for me, so I would say, you know, if you guys pay up to 10, I'd say it's still worth it because, you know, import tax and all that. It's just unfortunate, but it is what it is. Definitely really nice. But yeah, Busters, that's pretty much it. Definitely cool. I can't wait to check out the O Kuwagata. So yeah, if you guys are interested, please check out that video once I have it posted. But yeah, that's pretty much it, Busters, for this reviewed video. Hopefully this answered any questions you had about this figure or whatnot. And I do know I don't really do edits, I just do it as is. So if there's anything I didn't go over or too quickly or messed up, please let me know down in the comment section below, and I will be sure to get back to you on that. Just a final note would be, I guess, for those who are saying, is it worth getting? I definitely say get it. It's really nice. In the set, if you can, some sites sell it randomly, and if you get this one, I would say you definitely lucked out. You know, while you might be thinking, oh, there's a rare one. You want the rare one? The rare one, usually, for the most part for this series, is generally a recolor of one of the normal ones. So it doesn't necessarily say, oh, you're getting something extra special. So just putting that out there, but definitely worth getting. But yeah, Busters, as always, thanks for watching and hope you enjoyed this, and hope to see you again on another capsule toy video. As always, this is Buster-kun here, off to get some pumpkin and atrocity.